What is up, Bulls Nation? Welcome back to Let's Talk Bulls, your number one Bulls podcast in Chicago. My name's Quentin. I'm your host, and if you're new to the channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you're notified when I drop more of these videos. And today, we're talking about the Chicago Bulls and why it is so important that they make the right pick in this draft. Okay? There's a lot of things the Bulls have to look through, but the main point is what they do this draft shows a lot about what they want to do for the future. When you look at this team and what we have so far, a big thing for me is we have a point guard. Whether you're a Josh Giddey fan or a Josh Giddey hater, it doesn't matter. Josh Giddey right now is your starting point guard. He's going to get the money he wants. You just got to deal with it. When you look at what he's going to be doing, you have a person who runs your offense. He gets players involved, so if you do have a star or you grow a star, he's going to be able to get them the ball in the places that they need it the most. But he also brings rebounding, which you don't usually get from a point guard position, and he brings a little bit of a mentor mentality. Josh on the court may not be the team full leader, but you see him put people where they're supposed to be. You need to be here. On offense, if you didn't cut right, you should have been doing this. He tells people what they need to hear to keep this offense flowing. Also, personally, I think he's been doing a really good job getting Kobe White to start driving more. I think they've been playing off each other really well. So now that you have your point locked in, whether he's going to be a future superstar for this team or not, for right now, he's your point guard that you're going with. Last year, you draft Matas with the 11th pick. Matas comes in, a rookie, young, athletic, with a killer mentality, ready to attack everyone. I don't care who he's going up against. This man will try to dunk on you. He's going to try to cross you over. He's not afraid of the moment. And that's something you want in a young player, but also something you want in this Bulls team. You need players with grit. You need dogs, people who aren't friendly. When you look at this league, leaving the LeBron, the Carmelo Anthony, the Chris Paul era, now you got people like Ant, who comes after you every play. People like Halliburton, who's going to try to take you and just destroy you in the moment every single second he can. People like Jalen Brunson, who are going to keep trying to fight, and they don't want to be buddy-buddy. We got a lot of that with Zach. We don't have it right now. This is what you need now in the NBA. You need a player who's trying to murder the other team. This is not about friendship. It's not about what we did off the court. When we're in these lines, you just got to deal with what I'm about to do to you. And that's true competitiveness. And I think Matas has that. And he has the chance to become the future for the Bulls, the star, the superstar that this team has been looking for. So that means you got a forward locked down, right? We've made it past the Patrick Williams issue, okay? We found a forward that was what Patrick should have been. So now you have your point. You have your forward. That brings me to Kobe and Ayo. Whether you got one of them staying, whether you got both of them staying, you have a two-guard set that's going to also be aggressive and also is a great person to have coming off the game with Josh Giddey, right? Regardless of if it's Kobe or Ayo, whether you got both on the team, you trade both, you trade one of them, you got pieces at your guard position at the two-guard who can continue to play. The Bulls now are set up in a position where we have young players. We have people who can grow with this team, people who could develop and become stars with this team, people who could be great trade pieces. Now you got to continue that. Right now, the Bulls have to find a player in this draft that has that mentality that says, I don't care where I'm drafted, I'm going after you. I have a chance to be something in this league, I'm going to take it and just run with it. They also need somebody who actually can develop with what they have. I would love for the Bulls to get a power forward or a center and to be able to move Matas to the 3. Now you got your point, your 2, your 3, 4 a little bit going forward, and then you just got to figure out your bigs. If you can do that, this team is looking bright. They're not going to be a great team. They're not going to be a good team. They're going to be pretty mid as usual. But I'm okay with this team being mid if they're trying to build something. The issue with the Bulls the last few years are they're this mid team that's trying to be competitive. They're trying to make the playoffs. I don't want that. I want this team to look like they're trying to just grow. Whether that's being okay and losing a lot of games they shouldn't, or it's something where they're winning more than they should, but they're not planning to do that. It just tends to happen because the team is growing. That's what I'm looking for. A team that is just working on trying to build a mentality, a culture. I talked about this today. I was at a Bulls content creator event. Shout out to all the people who were there. Melissa, thank you for running it. It's amazing. I got to meet Pat the designer. I got to meet Alejandro from Local Bulls Fan. I got to meet Matt Peck. I got to meet Big Dave from, all these shows. And like my mind was crazy sick just watching these people I've grown up just idolizing, people I wanted to be on the stage with, and being able to see them in person and pick their brains. It told me this team has a fan base that wants something great. We have a chance of doing that. And we're all ready to rock with this team if they're focused on pushing forward, right? So what they do with this pick is going to mean a lot. Either they're going to pick somebody that ends up building on this culture, that builds on what this team wants to do, or we're going to make another Patrick Williams type of pick, and this team is going to just flounder. And that's going to tell us Bulls fans what we really need to know. Either this draft pick is going to tell us AK's got some ideas and maybe we got to give him a chance, or it's going to tell us, hey, we got to get this dude out of here before he ruins this team and takes it down the drain so we don't see anything for the next 10 to 15 years. Right? So there's a lot to happen. The pick is important, but what happens in this pick is going to determine a lot of what the Bulls' future is going forward after this year. So let me know down below in the comment section. What do you guys believe the Bulls should do with this pick? Who do you want the Bulls to go after? If you tell me below, I might even do some videos reacting to some film of those players and kind of giving my take on what I think about their games. And also just comment and let me know how you guys feel about the channel. This is a community for you guys. It's a community for me to rant and to have my therapy session and just talk about the team I love. Shout out to Pat the designer for getting me motivated to be really pushing these videos out. But with that, I'll see y'all guys in the next video. Peace, y'all.